Let's talk about the Eagles secondary. And to give it some sense of framework, let's go back a year. The two starters from a year ago, they're not even in the NFL anymore. And Malcolm Jenkins, a really good safety, he was forced to play slot corner. He did an okay job because Malcolm is so good, but that's not where he should be playing. So now you get to 2017. You have Jalen Mills at one corner. You have Ronald Darby at the other corner. You bring in Patrick Robinson. He's playing in the slot. This has now become, at the corner position, a really good group. They do not give up big plays, and that is so critical in this league. Then you have Corey Graham, who's been in the league 10 years. He's now the dime safety. The Eagles play a lot of 6 defensive backs. Corey Graham has great versatility and flexibility. So this entire secondary, to some degree, has been revamped, and it's actually been a strength of this Eagles defense throughout the entire season. There's one play I really want to show you. Obviously, Ronald Darby was hurt for a good part of the season, but he's come back and he's playing well. And this play really shows Ronald Darby at his best. We all thought of him as a press man corner, but he's gotten so much better playing off coverage in the cover 3 zone concept that the Eagles play a lot of. This is such a good example. He never gets out of his back pedal. He does a really good job of not turning his body. He literally runs the route for the receiver, jumping the throw. This is outstanding corner play by Ronald Darby. But it's just representative of what this Eagles secondary, particularly the corner position, has been all year long. I think we've started to take it for granted because so many times we hear, hey, the secondary is not real strong. That is not true at this point as the Eagles head into the playoffs.
All right, Ike Reese, when you look at this Eagles defense, when you talk about the secondary and what Malcolm Jenkins does, his versatility, in fact, they said last year he traveled more distance on a football field than any other defensive player in the NFL. What does he bring to this team in the secondary?
Well, what he brings to this secondary is really, truly invaluable. We talk a lot about the younger guys, the new guys that came in this year, but we haven't seen a safety play here that's been this versatile. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Since number 20 played here, wow. Brian Dawkins. And I mean what I say when we break down this film. All right, let's watch him here. He's in on the slot receiver, Bryce Butler, up man-to-man coverage, does a great job of being in his hip pocket, but gets his eyes back on the quarterback, and he's able to get that interception in the end zone. That's watching him play man-to-man coverage on a receiver, not a tight end. That's the former cornerback in him, right? Then, what I mean by versatility, he's a part of this box here, right? Once you see the ball snap, look at what you get. You're not going to get this type of physical play from any safety in this league, right? He's in the box. His responsibility is that gap. And why that's so important is if he takes the wrong side of that blocker, there's a hole there that running back is going to be able to get through. So he has run gap responsibility, takes the blocker on with the proper shoulder, and he's able to get in there and make the tackle. When you typically get DBs having to play in the run game like that, I don't know if they're that willing to do it. But you see where Malcolm is. Again, we got dime personnel, a little bit of cover 1. So once the ball is snapped and how the play unfolds, Malcolm becomes the whole defender. So he's really looking for any type of crossing routes here, any type of crossing routes there, and he's going to jump it. Now, Kirk Cousins decides to break the pocket. He redirects. He's coming to get a big sack there, forcing a 3rd and long. That's a great play. Open field tackle. Look at the closing speed that you see on Malcolm Jenkins there. Listen, I'm not telling you he's Brian Dawkins. We know B-Dawg is in a class of his own. But when you look at the versatile play from that position, we haven't had a guy that good here since number 20 wore the jersey.